So as the video title has probably already given away, got a new rear disc kit that I have developed for the Hiluxes. So yeah, I'm about to throw it on this and test it out. I mean, everything should be fine. But yeah, I'll give you guys kind of a run through on what, it's much the same as my current rear disc conversion, which I use the GQ front single piston calipers on the rear. I've been running on this car for probably 3, maybe even more, probably at least 3 years, and it has been absolutely amazing. But the reason why I've developed this one, which is using a smaller rear caliper and also a different rotor, is, well, there's a number of reasons. So firstly, the people, for instance, with N70 Hiluxes who do the popular 120 Prado front caliper upgrade, oftentimes, because the piston is so big on the GQ front caliper, which is on the rear, oftentimes they can't get a good enough pedal because there's just too much fluid to move around. So that's one reason. Another main reason, which is why I've kind of put some time into developing this, a lot of international customers want to do my rear disc conversion kits, but a lot of countries, they don't have the Patrol and they don't have those parts. So that's also why I've developed something using all common Toyota parts. Now that they are pretty available in the aftermarket here as well, that was one of the things that was stopping me from doing that before, because I obviously want to use parts that are readily available and cheap and off the shelf. So like I said, I'll run you through that in a sec. So that's the second point. Third point as well, it should allow people to fit these under 15-inch rims. I'm yet to test, but it should just fit. I mean, the previous ones will just fit with the right offset. You might just have to skim a little bit off the edge of the caliper. And then obviously another note, which a lot of you probably already know, is I've mucked around for ages trying to get a handbrake working on the rear wheels. No good. So that's why I've got the transfer case handbrakes now. And well, at this point now, it's the electric ones, which are absolutely amazing. But with this kit, you do need to run the transfer case handbrake kit that I sell, just because there is no rear handbrake function on these calipers, just because I couldn't get it to work. So the best combination is the rear disc kit and the transfer case handbrakes. So for any of you guys wondering at home who may not have seen these kits or been familiar with it, that's the case. All the info's on the website, but yeah, we'll head over to the bench and I'll give you a run through on what we're using and how it all goes together. So like I said, much the same as the previous kit, which has been very popular, and I mean, it's been over 3 years now on my car and it's been absolutely amazing. So yeah, like I said before, it's just using a smaller caliper. So these are a 90 series Prado, 120 series Prado, maybe 150 as well. I'm also pretty sure they're the same rear calipers on like an 80, 105, maybe even 70 series as well. So it is quite popular and you should be able to get them anywhere. The good thing is now a lot of the aftermarket places sell these brand new like these. So that's a good thing. So what you will get in the kit, depending on what variant, so this would be the kind of bare bones N50, N60 Hilux kit. So you get the 2 brackets, 2 banjo bolts and copper washers for your brake lines, and then the 4 M12 bolts for mounting the caliper to the bracket. What we've kind of discovered throughout the process of the previous kit is there are slight different variances, especially in the N70. So if you're buying an N70 kit, you'll also get some spacers and some longer bolts if you've got the big bearing rear axle, and you'll also get some longer studs, because some of the axles actually have short studs that hold the bearing housings in. So that'll all be, depending on what your version is, all that will be on the website like usual. But yeah, that's kind of the bare bones kit right there. And then you'll obviously need to get yourself some rotors. So these are a 120 Prado rear rotor. I'm pretty sure they're the same for the 90 series as well. And then, yeah, these are a 120, or I'm pretty sure they're 90 series as well. But just to be safe, just get yourself some 120 Prado calipers, rear calipers. And then obviously some pads to suit as well. And you'll also need a So if you're using a brand new caliper and it doesn't come with an anti-rattle kind of shim kit, you'll need to get one of those kits. I'll provide a link and also the Toyota product code on the website. And then you'll also need some brake lines to attach to these. So I will also have that link on the website. It should be the exact same brake lines for the previous kit, which are currently on my vehicle. That's why they're not on the bench. So you'll also need some brake lines. So what I might do quickly, for those of you playing at home who have a brand new caliper, you will need to put your kind of brake pad anti-rattle shims in. So the kit did come with these four, which I still haven't figured out exactly where they go. I couldn't find any schematic or anything, so if you know where they go, let me know, because I'm quite interested. I can't really see anywhere, but they're obviously there for a reason. But from what I can see on the one that I've already loaded, the pads are located properly and should be fine. So, all right, so first of all, the car was clean the other week, and then I went through a friggin' mud puddle and haven't had a chance to clean it. I wasn't actually expecting to shoot this video today, so don't get at me for having a friggin' muddy vehicle. But the opportunity presented itself to install this kit and test it out today, so I'm gonna do it. So please ignore all the mud. But yeah, this is the previous RDC-001 kit that I do. So this kit, much the same. In the previous video, which I initially did on this, I kind of run through the whole setup on if you're doing this from a stock kind of rear drum Hilux, which this used to be many years ago. You can see all those steps in that video, so I'm not going to cover it again. But basically all you got to do is just press your rear wheel bearing off, take the backing plate off, and then press it back on. Obviously, if it's been a while since doing bearings, it's probably a good time to do it while you're pressing them off. But I'll leave that up to you. So what I'm going to do, nothing that exciting. I've already got brake lines, everything. All I got to do is unbolt this caliper, take the rotor off, put the new rotor on, new bracket on, new caliper on, connect the line, bleed the brakes, and we should be good to go. So I'll just throw the camera down. I'll probably just do a quick time lapse, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I will just point one thing out. For those of you who don't know, when you're installing calipers, you need to make sure that the bleed nipple, which is this part here, needs to be higher than the inlet. So depending on which side you mount, so you could do, the bracket allows you to do front, rear, or top. I mean, you could do under as well if you wanted, but I probably wouldn't do that. So I'm going to be going back to the front. So in my instance, you can see here that the line of the inlet is slightly lower than the line of the bleed. So yeah, just like that, the kit is swapped over. I am going to give the bell of this rotor a spray with some black paint because I hate rusty rotors, but in terms of what you guys need to see, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, the brake line fit straight on, worked out absolutely fine. All nice and hidden inside the wheel there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm keen to go out and see how it feels. Might have to play with the brake bias a little bit, but we'll see. And speaking about brake bias, for those of you who are interested, I've got rid of the rear load sensing proportioning valve. I've just gone with a Willwood adjustable proportioning valve. So obviously with this knob, you can change how much bias goes to the rear. So it's pretty easy to do. You can either get someone to make the brake lines for you, or you can just buy the tool, which is a few $100 and do it yourself. In terms of master cylinder, I'm running a 90 series Prado master cylinder and booster. This works really well. It's a 1-inch bore. So with this prop valve and this master and booster, I was getting amazing braking and a really good pedal. So for those who don't want to do this or want to do some other things before doing this, it's not necessary, but depending on the weight of your vehicle and how everything's set up, you'll probably want to adjust your rear load sensing proportioning valve. all the way up is going to have the valve fully open, as if the vehicle's fully loaded, and all the way down is going to be, you know, closed off, or, you know, as restricted as it will be. So you may have to adjust that kind of arm height depending on your setup. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you all this stuff while I've got the camera out. So yeah, nice, quick, easy video for you. Like I said, it's pretty much all the same kind of procedure and protocol as the current RDC-001 kit with the Patrol front calipers. So if you are doing it from scratch, you can reference that video for the full bearings and backing plate removal, and basically starting from a standard rear axle all the way to installing this. So obviously for me it was nice and easy, just a direct swap. So pretty much all I got to do now is bleed the brakes and yeah, go test it out. So I think it's going to be much the same as the previous kit, so I'm not going to bother doing like a kind of review or a drive through or anything, because I've already had rear discs. They are freaking amazing. Never had an issue at all, ever, off-road. With the previous drums, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have had, and probably why you're watching this video potentially, I had so many issues when it was running drums. Even when it was all brand new, all set up correctly, handbrake didn't work. They would always be kind of going out of adjustment or adjusting on too hard and kind of dragging. It's just an absolute shit fight, and you go through mud. And rear disc, amazing. Have to pull an axle out, it is super fast. It's literally caliper off, caliper bracket off, and then the remaining 2 bolts for the other side of the bearing housing, axle straight out. Beautiful, no disconnecting brake lines, it's awesome. So anyways, if you want to get some of these, if you're seeing this video, they are out and available to order. So you can head to the website www.boostedbuiltgarage.com, all one word, and head under the Hilux 4-wheel drive modification. I can't remember what the thing is, but you'll find it. There's only a few. So yeah, I figured I'd just put this video out there to kind of show you guys that I've got these out now if you want them. Thanks for the support, as always. You guys are awesome. And yeah, you keep kind of driving me to invest my time into doing this stuff, both for myself and obviously for you as well. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video.